How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I want to talk to you today about a really interesting stock Ark Invest just started buying. And they started buying about 2 days ago because of some massive news that the company had. This company is a very blue chip company. It's an auto producer, but they announced that they want to get into the autonomous driving space. They announced a deal with another company to start working on their autonomous vehicles. And the company is already profitable. It's already one of the biggest truck makers in the world. It already has pretty significant net income. It has a dividend. It's been growing this dividend and doing share buybacks for years. And again, Ark Invest is buying it in one of their portfolios in a very large quantity of shares every single day. It's very different from a lot of the companies Ark Invest has been buying, except for the fact they just started to make this play on the autonomous space. Now, I'm going to show you their investor presentation. The investor presentation isn't very new. I believe it's from October. So I'll show you that, and then I'll kind of walk you through one of the articles that just came out more towards the end about the autonomous driving space, because I want to give you a background on the company first before I tell you about what they recently announced. So I am actually planning to add it in the next few days into my dividend investing portfolio. First, I just want to say, if you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Please hit subscribe if you haven't done that already. We do videos every single day, usually multiple times a day. Also, if you want to see exactly what I'm buying and selling in real time and see how much I'm buying and selling, you can check out the link down below to Patreon. There you'll join 4,200 other people, and you can join a chat room and talk with them back and forth about all different kinds of stocks. And there is a link down there to WeBull. If you want some free stocks, you can deposit $100, get up to $3,700 worth of stock. So the company that we're looking at today is Paccar, so Paccar, and the ticker is PCAR. Now, this is actually a trucking company, and it's for medium and heavy duty trucks. The interesting thing is, Ark Invest just started buying it, and they're buying it heavy. So I said this a couple days ago. They bought 15 million the first day. They bought 22 million the second day. And shout out to the Stock Pod, because he actually just covered this. I haven't even watched this video, but I saw that he posted this before I did. But they are adding a decent amount of this, and they're adding it to their Ark K ETF, which is their largest ETF. This is the one that definitely is probably the most diverse. And it's interesting they're adding this because it's still a small weighting, but you can see that they're trying to build up a position. Now, it did jump after they started buying in. Actually, over the last 5 days, it's jumped up a decent amount. You can see about 15%. However, I still think that I'm going to be buying into this company. And it's interesting because they usually only invest in really high growth companies. And maybe this is a way to kind of weight down their portfolio in something that's a little bit more or a little bit less tech-based, but I think they're making an electric play, and I'll explain that in a second. But you can see some of their products. They have trucks of all different sizes, all different utilities, and they say that they have the most advanced powertrain in the market. I'm not a big I'm not big into mechanics, so I don't really know too much about this. It sounds pretty impressive from what I can see here. What I look at is the numbers. So look at their truck production. You can see it's increased a decent amount, not a huge amount. If you look back at 2011, let's say, to 2019, it's grown from about 138 million to about 200 million trucks produced, but that's still a decent amount. You can see excellent financial performance through the business cycle. You can kind of see their revenues compounded annual growth rate steady at about 5%. Their net income is pretty high. I mean, compared to some of the other companies we're looking at here, it's about 2.4 billion, 2.3 billion, and the company is just about a $34 billion company. So this isn't a terrible price to earnings ratio by any means. This is maybe right around a 13 or 14, something like that. So right now, that's not that bad. I mean, considering some of the other companies that we're looking at, some of the other companies that they invest in that don't have any net income, this is compounding at about 7% a year. They say that they have strong liquidity. They have about $4.5 billion of cash and marketable securities, and this is as of September 30. And you can kind of see how this has gone up over time. Now, They're saying that they have really good operating margins too, compared to some of the other companies. You can take a look at them down here. Now, of course, this is their investor presentation, so they're going to be showing the stuff that makes them look really good. And then you can kind of see their net income per truck. It obviously, as they sell more trucks, it goes up because they have fixed expenses. So that only makes sense. But it's at about $12,000 per truck. Now, we can also see their return on invested capital and the fact that they've been buying back shares. And like I said, they declare dividends. So you can see compounded annual growth rate of dividends and stock repurchases is about 10%. So that's something that I like to see. Now, I'm assuming they're doing this since probably 2000, since that's what they show on the graph. And you can see it is back and forth a little bit. Now, they also pay a nice dividend yield. Right now, I believe this was actually a little bit old. Yeah, you can see October 20. So their dividend yield now is lower. It's about 1.28%, at least that's what it says here. Now, this could change, obviously, depending on the price, but they are a big producer of trucks. They're saying that trucking is the lifeblood of the economy. 71% of all the freight transported annually comes from these types of trucks, and that they're a big part of the global market too. Now, they are working on electric trucks, so I think this is possibly where Ark Invest is investing in them. It's kind of interesting, right? Because they only invest in really high-tech companies typically. They invest in really innovative companies, and you can see they have connectivity, electrification, and autonomy as some of their emerging technological programs. They say they're an industry leader in innovative technologies that enhance their vehicles. So the reason I think that Ark Invest is buying this now is because of this. Paccar and Aurora are setting a deal to develop autonomous trucks. So this was January 19. And they're working on Paccar's autonomous vehicle platform with the Aurora driver to enhance the safety and operational efficiency of Paccar's customers. Now, this is really interesting. Again, this is going to be, I think, a pretty big deal, and I think this is why Ark Invest has been buying this company. They're making big plays into the autonomous space. A lot of people have been talking about the coming market collapse and stuff like that. I don't know how much I believe in that. I mean, there's always a market collapse coming. The question is, how soon is it? So no one knows that, but I'm thinking this might provide a good hedge where you have a company that is kind of a bigger player in their space, but also provides some upside, also is more of a blue chip company that isn't so tech based that it will get hit as hard if there is a pullback in tech. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a stock analyst. So do your own research on this, but I think it is an interesting company to take a look in. I think you definitely should take a look. I mean, their price to sales ratio is just about 1. I mean, this is 2019 numbers, so just take that into account. But it is an interesting company, at least, to take a look at. So let me know your thoughts on this company down below. Let me know what you think about them. Let me know what you think about Ark Invest buying them, because, again, I think that is pretty interesting. If you want to know how much of this company I buy, I'll update you at some point on the channel, because I do stocks that I'm buying and selling usually every Friday. But if you want to see exactly when I buy or sell it, you can check out the link down below to Discord, or to the Patreon, and then you get connected to the Discord. Also, if you want those free stocks through WeBull, you can definitely check out that link down there too. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. If you want to see my video update on Sens and TMDI, a couple penny stocks that I've been buying, I actually feel like they have a lot of upside potential right now. You can check out this video here on the end screen. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.